guys, and welcome back to another Simply Dark episode. Very quick before I get started, I would like to apologize for the lack of episodes recently on my channel. My youngest boy had to have emergency surgery and we have been staying at the hospital for quite some time now. Rodrigo is recovering really well. He's been discharged from hospital. At the time I'm filming this video, he has been discharged from hospital 3 days ago and he has been nothing but a superstar. Obviously, with everything going on with him and with a full-time job on top of that, I haven't had any time to sit down and record my episodes, so I apologize for that. But I hope you guys understand. But yeah, I don't want to do this intro very long, so without further ado, let's get started with the episode. Now, in today's episode, we are going to be talking about a girl called Blanche Monnier. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing her name correctly. French is not an easy language, and the reason we are going to be talking about this girl in this episode, it's because her disappearance story, it's insanely dark. So, at the end of the 19th century, the capital of France, Paris, was full of rich and powerful families. And that was the case of the Monier family. They were one of the most known families in Paris at the time. Madame Monier was a mother of two, and she was an example for the Parisians' rich families. A lady that was known for many charity works. The Monier family lived in a huge mansion full of stuff and maids and had this luxurious life. Her son Marcel worked as a very well-known lawyer, and her daughter Blanche, which was at the time a very beautiful woman, was a socialite described as very gentle and ladylike person. In 1874, when Blanche completed her 25th birthday, she finally found the man that she wanted to spend the rest of her life with. However, Madame Monier wasn't happy at all with her daughter's choice. He was a very poor lawyer. He was a lot older than Blanche, and she just thought that it wasn't right at all for her beautiful child. And despite her mom telling her that she was against it, Blanche didn't change her mind, and she told her mom, "This is the man I want to get married with. I don't want anyone else. I don't care if he's poor or not. He is the love of my life." And this is where everything starts going wrong. Soon after her decision, Blanche Monnier disappears without leaving a trace. And not only she disappears, her entire family, so the Monier family that once were all about, social life, also started to become very secluded and not attending any parties, any social gatherings. They became very secluded in their own home. And for the next 25 years, no one else saw or heard about Blanche Monnier. People kept talking about her. They kept coming up with all these theories that maybe she ran away with the man that she loved to be away from her family. Maybe she was so disappointed at her mom that she decided to just run away from home and start a new life somewhere else. So there was all these theories going around, but in fact no one knew for sure where she was. Now, in May 1901, the general prosecutor in Paris received an anonymous letter that stated that the Monier family had something to do with Blanche's disappearance. And very intrigued with this letter, the police decided to visit the Monier mansion and talk to Madame Monier. Now, while inside the mansion, one of the officers felt a very peculiar smell coming from the second floor. And after following the smell, what the officer found in one of the rooms was horrifying. This room had rotten food all around the floor, a bed that was broken into pieces, and on top of this bed there was a woman, a very scared and skinny woman. You could actually see her bones through her skin. And that was the first time that Blanche Monnier saw another face in more than 2 decades. Very debilitated, the woman was taken into hospital straight away, while her mom and brother were arrested. At the hospital, doctors said that Blanche was very malnourished and was only weighing 15 kilos. And it is needless to say that this case was a very big scandal in Paris at the time. The Parisian society at the time have never seen such a terrifying act, and they could not believe that a family like the Monier could have done something like this. Now, police later found out while interrogating Madame Monier that she did not want her daughter to get married to that man, and that she decided to lock her up until she changed her mind. But because Blanche was so terribly in love with this man, she refused to give up on him and never came out of this room. The man that Blanche loved ended up dying a few years later, but she never found out about him, as obviously she did not know what was going on the outside world. Now, her mother, Madame Monier, she ended up dying 15 days after this whole situation being uncovered. She died of a heart attack, so she was never actually sentenced to any time in prison. Now, in the long term, I'm not sure what happened to her brother, as I couldn't find any information on him apart from that he was detained when they found Blanche locked in the room. But I'm not sure about what sentence did he get, when was he released, or what happened to his life. If you guys know this case and you know what happened to the brother, please leave everything you know in the comments below. Now, Blanche was finally free from her psychotic family, but she was never able to have a normal life. She had a lot of psychological damage, obviously because of all the years that she was locked up. She was very tired all the time, she was very depressed, and she was also a very lonely person. And because of that, she ended up living the rest of her lives in a sanatorium in Paris, and sadly she ends up passing away in 1913 at 64 years of age. Now, what do you guys think about this case? Have you heard about this case before? Do you know anything that I didn't mention in this video? If yes, please give me all your comments in the description box below. I really love to go through your comments and reply to them as much as I can. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If yes, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel to get out there so more people can see it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and join the family if you haven't already. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next episode. You can now support our Simply Dark series through PayPal. All donations, no matter how small or big, are greatly appreciated. Please see the link in the description box below.